There are many periodization schemes in existence, some specific to certain sports, but others are more general in nature. Periodization refers to the sequencing or timing of different types of training. It does not apply to development of physical abilities such as strength. In the periodization scheme recommended for boxers, the year is divided into different periods or training phases. In each phase, you train in a specific manner to gain certain physical qualities or attain certain technical or tactical results. The development you achieve enables you to do the training called for in the next period. This means that the positive changes that you experience from each training cycle make it possible for you to tackle the next phase. In essence, you develop the physical and technical abilities that allow you to do the work in the next phase, which eventually leads to your ultimate goal. Depending upon your sport, there may be one or more competitive periods. In general, most boxers have one or two competitive periods. Fighters have relatively short off-seasons and multiple competitions depending upon their level of performance. Because of this, it is difficult to set up an ideal periodization plan that would apply to all fighters and levels of performances. Thus, the best plan depends upon your level of expertise and how many competitions you will be involved in. If you are a high school or collegiate athlete, the best periodization plan should include general conditioning, specialized conditioning, competition, and the post-competitive period. Exactly how you break down your periodization plan depends on how often you compete and when you wish to do your best. Keep in mind that this is why you undergo a periodization plan, to do your best at a particular time in a particular competition. It is the best way you can achieve performances that are better than the ones you have had in the past. Phase 1. General Physical Preparation, GPP. The initial stage of training consists of general preparatory or conditioning exercises to strengthen all the major muscles and joints of the body. The GPP period is also used to rehabilitate injured muscles and joints and to strengthen or bring lagging muscles up to par. At this time, you accustom your body to working out with different exercises and activities. The volume of work done is high, but the intensity is moderate, especially if some specialized strength exercises are also included. In essence, you use this period to prepare your body for future training. Aerobic training, general strength training, and technique work are most important at this time. The exact length of time spent in this phase depends on your mastery of the exercises specific to your hitting technique, your fitness level, sex, and age. The younger or more inexperienced you are, the more time you should spend in this phase or training in order to improve technique and the various physical abilities that are needed. For lower level athletes, this phase can last up to 6 months or more. For professionals or high-level athletes who maintain their fitness levels year-round, this phase may only last 2 to 3 weeks. For these athletes, the GPP exercises are often used for the warm-up or in recovery. Phase 2. Specialized Physical and Technical Training, SPP. The specialized physical preparation training phase begins gradually as the general preparatory period gradually comes to an end. This applies mainly to the higher level athletes. Lower level athletes maintain a longer general preparation period. There should be a smooth transition from general to specific training. In specialized physical training, the work becomes very specific to boxing and is more intense. This means practicing the specific joint action and using exercises for increasing strength and speed strength together with technique as needed in your boxing. This means you should be doing specialized strength exercises that use the same neurological pathway. The exercises must also duplicate the same range of motion in which strength is displayed and type of muscular contraction used in boxing. These exercises enhance your boxing ability greatly, and you will see results very quickly. This phase prepares you for the competitive period, during which your boxing should be well mastered, if not perfected. Phase 3. Competitive period. In the ideal situation, during the competitive period, your training should be devoted to maintaining the physical qualities you've already developed as you continually perfect technique and skill execution. You should not be increasing strength because it will affect your skill execution, which must remain on a high level for competition. Thus, you should be perfecting your boxing technique, increasing speed and explosive power, and developing the psychological and strategic aspects needed during competition. These aspects should be worked on simultaneously during the competitive period with actual execution, as well as working on specific portions of the scoring patterns. However, keep in mind that the physical abilities should have been developed to the optimal levels during the general and specialized training periods. Phase 4. Post-competitive period. After competition, it is important to go through a stage of relaxation and recovery. This is especially important from a mental standpoint. In the post-competitive period, the body can still do physical work, but the mind must rest. Active rest is best. This means that you remain active for relaxation purposes, not to experience more physical development. At this time, it is beneficial to participate in different active sports that you enjoy so that you can experience physical work but also get pleasure and satisfaction from a different activity. The post-competitive period usually lasts 1 to 4 weeks, depending upon the length of the competitive season and how long it takes for you to wind down. The minimum should be 1 week. Everyone must take time off after competition.